Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to be going over setting up a form and creating a form. We're going to be going over radio forms, a drop-down form, and a text box field form. I'm going to go over two drop-down forms that you can use, but there's only one that's necessary for you. And we're not going to be going over most of the style, we're going to only be going over some of the style. So let's start off. So first, in the body tag, after the script.js, we're just going to move that down here. We're just going to go right here. And we're going to put in, let's actually space it out one. Yeah. So over here, we're going to start off with form. Sorry. Form. And off this tag, we're going to go over, the first one we're going to be going over is text box field. You're going to use that if you're trying to make something for someone to log into. So it's going to be a piece of text. You can type whatever you want into it, and there you can add like a submit button, and people can try and log in and just type out stuff. This is for like your not like multiple choice answers, but like you're typing out answers. So I'm gonna type out label. So we're gonna label this as let's say p name, because we're gonna be making one for a password. We're not going to be making one for your username. Let's say you already put in your username. We're just going to be making one for your password. Yeah. So this is going to be the first like piece of text that tells you, oh, put your password here. And then after this, we're going to be making the actual place where you can put in your password. And then we're going to add the input, which is like you're inputting in a password. You get it? And change this to text, right? Because it's you typing out stuff. And we're gonna name this as p name, and that's gonna correspond to this piece of text right here. So p name, and we're gonna close this out, put a couple of spaces here, just so we can move on. And it should, yeah, you get your password, blah 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 blah. You can put in whatever password you want. You can add stuff like into the style.css, like how most passwords you have the dots so people don't know what you're typing. You can add that in the style.css, but I'm not going to be going over that. You also might be wondering why we use the name attribute. So over here, and like the for or label. And basically, this is a very textbook definition, but each input field must have a name attribute to be submitted. If the name attribute is omitted, the data of that input field will not be sent at all. So we need this, so it'll send the data, basically. Yeah, I think that's all for the name attribute. Once you start getting into more complicated stuff, you'll start to realize the importance of the name attribute, but right now it's not that important. And we can also try, and I don't think so, we don't really need the name attribute right now, but it'll be very useful in the future, so get in the habit of using the name attribute, and yeah. So works, cool. Next, we're gonna add a different form. This is gonna be in the same form tag, or in the same form thing. So we're gonna put an input again. We're gonna start this off with input, and we're gonna make this a radio form. And radio forms are like your multiple choice answers, not your short answers. Gender, and we're gonna be going over the genders, or what type of gender. Or let's not do gender. Let's do, how about what type of person are you? Yeah, let's do person. What's your personality? And we're gonna change the value to this as like, you already know there's only two personalities, angry or us happy, yeah. So you can change this value to angry, and we can label this label for label for angry. Oh. And we're gonna end this off with slash label. And we're gonna BR. Yeah. And then we're gonna go to the second one. We're gonna put in input. We're gonna be making another video. I'm gonna change this name to person again. We're just going, okay, person's not that important, but get in a habit of using it or using the name attribute. We're gonna change the name to person, and we're gonna change this value to, let's do sad or happy. That's what I said earlier, happy. Oh, oops. I'm gonna end that off. Or actually, yeah. We're gonna pick another one. We're gonna put in label for equals for happy We're gonna be going over that's gonna be happy. Let's put a H. Let's put a capital H or A here so it looks better. And be going over, and then we're gonna put in dash slash label. I'm gonna add in yeah. So you got angry and happy. You could use both of those, whichever one. Yeah. And yeah, that's like a multiple choice, and you could keep on adding stuff like this, right? You can keep on putting the the input, and then your label, and you put in your input, and then your label. So the input's basically giving you the dot, and then the label for that input is happy. That's why the for is very important here. If you didn't have it, they wouldn't know where to put the, the word, right? Or how to put the word. So the for is very important here, and the name is also, and the value is also very important. So next we're going to be going over two different types of drop downs. We're going to be going over the first drop down. We're going to be going over a select drop down. So first we're going to be going over the select drop down, and after that we're going to be going over a hoverable drop down. That's a little bit more specialized. We're going to be going into style.css for that. The only one you really need is the select drop down, but if you want to look at the hoverable drop down, you can keep on watching the video. But first, let's go over the select drop down. So first we're going to put in label again, and we're going to put this for web, because we're going to be going over different websites you can go to. And we're going to say choose a website. End this off. We're going to end off the label. And then we're going to put in select and name, because we're doing a select drop down, name, web. And this is just basically connecting the threads using the name and the values, so they all know where to go. And we're gonna put an option value. Let's change this to web 1, and we're gonna name this website 1. We'll see this, so I don't have to write this again. I'm gonna do slash option, and actually this is a lot of copy and paste. We're gonna go over 2 websites. Oh, oops. Control C this, Control V this, name this value to web2, and change this to web2. We're gonna end this off with /select, and you can keep on going with this. You can do like as many as you want, and yeah. So we're gonna run this. Oh, oops, forgot to add BR. You should always page break between all of these. Oh my, I thought my website. Whoa. And 1 second. Oh, oops. I'm stupid. Alright. Add the BRs up to the first one. And yeah, so it's got choose the website 1 or website 2. And they're not really links, they're just like, you can do that for like the same thing, like multiple choice stuff. Yeah. Now we're gonna be going over like how to make a href dropdown or a hoverable dropdown. I think you already should have gone through that before for the hover and everything like that. So we're still gonna be going over it, but it's pretty basic if you know how to use a hover. Div class. I'm gonna change that to dropdown because this is the only one that'll require CSS. And so we're gonna change this to dropdown. We're gonna do button. Oops. Button class. We're gonna change this to button. And we're gonna make this to dropdown. And everything I'm going through, you don't have to copy this word for word. The code, it's pretty necessary that you copy this word for word. But like the classes and everything, you're free to change them and do whatever like suits you, right? And so we're gonna make this div into the class called content, because this is gonna be what's inside of our button. And so we're gonna go href. I'm gonna change this to pound. href pound. Change this to link 1 and /a. And I don't think we need, or the pound's just for the CSS. And Control C this. Control left out. Like that. /div. And yeah, that's done for this div. Let's /div again. And we never put this what do you call it? The /form. Oh, oops. Okay, so /form would be /form. Yeah. Shall I think. Hope this works. Yeah. Now we have to go into CSS. So we actually put the drop downs inside of the thing. So let's head over to CSS. I think the only thing we have to do is stop drop down and tab. Oh, oops. Remember to use the squiggly brackets. Forgot what their name was, but they look like squiggly brackets. We're just gonna change this to inline dash block. Close this off. Enter. Do content. A hover. And we're gonna change oops. We're just gonna change the background. Actually, we don't need this. Do the drop down hover, and we're gonna change dot content. We're gonna do display block yeah. Okay, oops. Let's add some BRs here. Forgot to add them. Some more. Let's run this. I think we also need to do some more things. Yep. Sudden dot content, a hover. Background dash color. We're gonna be changing the background color to let's do page, and then we're gonna be adding in the actual thing, dot content, and then we're gonna be changing that to display, so it's gonna be none, and then position absolute. Oops. Position absolute minimum min dash width to be 160 pixels and box dash shadow to be 0 pixels, 8 pixels, 16 pixels, or 0 pixel and 0 pixel, and this off, and then z dash index to 1. And now if we run this, should work, yeah. Inside of this, it has each of your links. So this part is very important to put in the dot content and change it to all of this. So you'll have the links inside. And I think if we change the color, let's change it to like blue or something. Let's see, Alice blue. Right, it's still white. Let's do aqua. Aqua looks nice. And yeah, if you hover over, so to become aqua. Looks pretty nice in here. I think that's all for forms. You have each one of your forms. You have the text box field, radio, you have the select, and then you also have the drop down, a hover, which you've learned before, but this is another cool way of making forms, and you can click on each one of those. You can change the links to whatever. And yeah, I think that's all. Hope you liked the video.